Hello and welcome back. Today I'm very lucky to be joined by the very talented Holly Humberstone. Hello.
Hey, thank you so much for having me. I'm really glad to be here.
No worries at all. Thank you very much for being here as well. How are you? How have you been?
I'm okay, thank you. Obviously, like a bit weird. Everyone's a bit weird at the moment, and like life's kind of boring in some ways because like I can't see my friends and
Yeah.
social life is non-existent. But like I'm still able to work and things like that, and I'm spending a lot of time with my family. I'm at my like parents' home right now, so I'm
Yeah.
kind of chilling and going on lots of walks and eating nice food and stuff. So I complain.
Can't go wrong. What's the best thing you've eaten so far this lockdown? Have you made anything
Um,
specific? Have you been cooking? Been a bit of a
oh,
chef?
we've been making so much stuff. Like my elder sister's like an amazing chef. And what do we make? Oh yeah, have you tried? We made like gyoza, but we're vegetarian, so we've made like all of the fillings, like amazing
Love that.
fillings.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, and like we made homemade pasta the other night as well, which was great. But yeah, it's fun. It's such a therapeutic thing,
Yeah.
cooking.
Yeah.
Found it's like so like satisfying.
That's cool.
Yeah.
It's good. It's good. It definitely keeps it going, definitely. Um,
Yeah,
so let's go right to the start. Where did the music dream start for you?
I think it just started when I was like really small. My parents were like really artistic and they were like really encouraging for my sisters and I to like do creative stuff when we came home from school, like rather than watching TV and stuff. We never actually had a TV. So we just like do music and like make up stupid little dances and stuff and do art and things. Like the
Yeah.
house is like such a creative mess. Um, but yeah, and then I really loved just like writing little rubbish tunes on the piano. And if because we're hoarders, you can find all these songs that I've written in notebooks, like about all the boys I fancied when I was like 7 and stuff like that. So that's funny. And then like I think probably I just carried on. Like I never sat down to like intentionally like become a writer, you know. I just like carried on, and then I started uploading some of my like demos, my basic demos, to like a site called BBC Introducing, and then like it just kind of happened from there. So like somehow I've ended up doing my hobby as my job, which is sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, there wasn't a point where I was like, this is going to be my job.
Yeah.
It just like happened, which is really cool.
Yeah. Where could it have gone had it not been music? Yeah. Do you have any idea or?
Honestly, I'm not great at anything else. Like it's funny. Like I went to a really like academic all girls school, and like doing music was like not a legit job. Like everyone was doing like law and medicine and stuff, and I was just like I can't do any of that. So I'm just gonna keep on my own little weird hobby that I like
Yeah.
to do, and then it literally just happened. But yeah, who knows? Who knows what I'd have been? God knows. God knows. Hey,
Yeah.
say again.
You'll never know.
I will never know. Honestly, we will never know.
So I think you pretty much nailed your sound. I think it's pretty fair to say that. Like, how did you work out your way to finding that? And like, was it as natural as it sounds?
Oh no, definitely not. I think I knew that I could write songs, and I had like gathered a really like solid team of people around me. Um, and I knew I could write songs, but I didn't know what I wanted to sound like or anything like that. And I was writing and doing lots of sessions with different people, and it was really fun. But I just didn't really have much like direction. I'd just come away with like an average song,
Mm.
like a standard song.
Yeah.
And then I met this guy called Rob, who lives like in Nottingham actually. Um, and we had a session together and like we really clicked, and he's just like the coolest producer ever. And we wrote Falling Asleep at the Wheel together, which is the second song on my EP. And that was like the first one from the EP that I wrote, and I was like, okay, this is me. Like it was like a big light bulb moment for me. And then yeah, I think like once I had that song, the others just kind of like fell into place. They kind of like grew out from that falling asleep at the wheel world kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's always changing though. Like I think
Yeah.
my sound's going to be completely different in this next EP. It sounds completely different to me, which is kind of cool. I just kind of make what I like the sound of,
Yeah.
and what I feel like making.
No, completely. So fast forward
Yeah.
all of that, you've gone through all that process, and you end up supporting Lewis Capaldi. I'm sure you've been asked the question many times before, but what was he like?
Oh, he was a legend. Obviously, he was a legend. Like, he was so nice. And I think what was really cool was that he's like, I think he's always been like a big like supporter of up and coming artists. And I think he was like really keen to like give me a shot at supporting some of the biggest shows, which was so cool for me. Because he has really nice fans as well. Like, everyone was so lovely. But yeah, he's such a legend. Like, definitely made a fool out of myself in front of him like a few times, like after a show, after a few beers. But what are you gonna do? It's funny. Like, he's chill, and yeah, he was just really nice, and so grateful for that opportunity. Like, so cool. He was like exhausted though the whole time. I think he was like really hard working. But yeah.
Yeah, because obviously you got was it quite a late call to get to jump on that tour?
It wasn't. I knew that I was going to do that tour for like a month or two before. But I didn't know that I was going to do Wembley until like the day before, because the people from America who were supposed to be supporting him, like their plane got cancelled because of COVID. So I was like, I will do it. Like, I'm free to do Wembley. So that was pretty cool. But yeah, it was still like such a like huge, I knew about it for ages, but it was still like such a huge like shock, and like, you know, and you can't really prepare yourself for it until you actually are there at the first show. You know what I mean? Because like before then I'd only done like UK support tours of like maybe like 200, 300 capacity rooms. So like it was still a huge jump.
Yeah, because I was at, funny enough, I was at that Wembley gig. It was
Were you?
I was, yeah, and I was at that Wembley gig, and I remember seeing your name sort of come up on the screen, and I was like, Holly Humberstone, yeah, like I know this name. But like, what was it like walking out onto like all those fans in that big arena?
It was like bizarre. I think sometimes the smaller shows are more scary, just because you can see people. But for some reason, I think I was kind of used to it because I'd just done like a month of touring in Europe. But for some reason, it's just like so much scary. It was so much scarier playing to like British people, like in the UK. I don't know why. It was just so much scarier because I know how savage British people can be, you know. And like, yeah, and like I know for one, like when I go and see when I'm going to a gig, I don't often like I never really cared about the support act. And I would always just chat through it, you know. So like it's always a bit of a like, also because nobody knew who I was, it was kind of like a good opportunity to just like play some songs and see which ones went down the best, and that sort of thing. And just like, yeah, just I guess to just get the experience and enjoy it. And hopefully I'll remember how to do it like
soon
when I get to do it finally.
So obviously you grew up in a fair to say a busy family. You grew up with three sisters. Would you say that have had some some sort of impact into your music in any way?
Oh yeah, definitely. Like we're all really close in age, and we're pretty much the same person, really. Like, and everyone's really creative. So my younger sister is like an artist, and my older sisters are like, they're like English students, so they're also really creative. And like everyone's really into fashion and upcycling clothes and stuff. So we literally are the same person, and we will help out each other in our different projects and stuff. So it's really fun. It's like a little creative girl squad.
Love that.
Yeah, it's great.
Good deal.
Yeah.
That's exactly. Like a good team name, to be fair. That's a strong team name.
Yeah, I love that. It's got a ring to it, I guess. But yeah.
So 65 million streams later for the EP. Mental as it is just as a number. When
Yes.
obviously I can't remember when that number is. It still probably more. It's gonna grow. It's gonna grow. But how was that? You know, for debut EP.
Oh, so bizarre. Like so bizarre. I mean, like it's still weird to me that like I'm even doing an interview here with
Mm.
you and you actually care what I have to say. Do you know what I mean? Because I've never seen, I think because I released my first song like a year ago
Mm.
and then I had like a few months and where things were normal, but I'd only have one song out, and then COVID hit. My whole career seems like it's been like on social media, and I've just been seeing like people loving the music and like getting on tip lists and stuff and having all this cool support, and then just being like sat at home being like, oh sick, yeah, like cool. Do you know what I mean? Like it's so weird, like not being able to go out and meet people and like
Yeah.
make it feel like legit, you know.
Yeah.
But of course, like it's so like what's the word, like
Yeah.
it's so like rewarding having
Yeah.
people message me and stuff like that saying
Yeah.
that they're connecting and stuff, and obviously it means so much, and it's so crazy to me that people even care. But like I guess it's like a lot of what I'm writing about is like universal stuff.
Yeah.
Like I'm just trying to figure out my feelings, and I feel like that's why people can maybe relate,
No,
just
of
because I'm
course,
just trying to
definitely.
figure
Yeah.
stuff out.
So it's interesting you say about social media. Do you think that really has impacted your career? Because obviously, even through lockdown, you know, we've seen so many more virtual gigs. We've seen people just become things like TikTok and all of that going on. Like, how would you say it's obviously worked for you, social media, for your music?
I don't know. I'm finding it so tricky, social media,
Mm.
because I'm like, oh, I feel like it's so hard because of all the extra time that I'm probably spending on it that I normally wouldn't. It's
Yeah.
really hard to not like look at everyone else and what other people are doing, and it's so hard to like focus on yourself and like
Mm.
stay in your own lane and kind of block out everyone else. So yeah, I think I don't know, it's been kind of bad in that way, but I think I'm learning about myself as well in that way, and
Yeah.
I'm learning that I need to like just chill out about what everyone else is doing and just focus on myself.
Yeah.
Um, so I'm definitely working on that. But yeah, I don't know, like for the most part it's been so cool. Like of course having people from like Brazil saying like I'll come to Brazil and stuff, like it's so random, and it's so cool to have like nice message stuff. It's like really morale boosting.
Yeah.
um but yeah, it's so nice, and but yeah, I'd love to be able to put some like faces to
Yeah.
actually see people in the flesh.
No, I know. Hopefully soon. Hopefully soon we'll get there. Um,
Mhm.
so BBC Sound number two, 2021. How was that when you got the news about that? Because yeah, huge.
It's huge, yeah. And like I mean, I had sort of looked at the lists for like many years, you know, like the people on the list are like legends. And I think when I started releasing music like this time last year, getting on the sound poll was like, I really, really hope that happens, but I don't think it will. Like, I can't get my hopes up for that. It probably won't happen. Do you know
Mm.
what I mean? But like,
Yeah.
it would be amazing if it did. So like, and I never thought I'd get on because I'm not currently signed by like a major label and stuff like that, and I have a small team
Yeah.
and we're doing stuff quite remotely, you know. So I never even thought I'd be considered for the list, and
Yeah.
like to be like a lot of the artists on the list this year are people that I have looked up to and like I really like admired,
Yeah.
and like to even be on the same list this year as those people is like crazy, crazy mad, like so bizarre.
Yeah. It's amazing. So well done for that, of course.
Thank
Let's talk
you.
Vanilla.
Yes.
It's such a tune, and I think it's probably a song that you can just drive in the car, right? And you'd like miss your junction because you'd just be like well into it. I think that's
Yeah.
literally keep on going. So like, what's the story of that song?
Yeah, so Vanilla was like such a fun one to write. I think the situation was there was this guy that I had been like seeing throughout throughout high school, and he was just like a random standard average dude. But for some reason, I was like really obsessed with this guy, and
Yeah.
like all my friends and sisters were like, what is your like obsession with this random average Joe?" And then he was just like not even like a nice guy. Like he didn't really treat me properly and would kind of like string me along a little bit. And for some reason, I was just like, would just kind of go with it every time and like fall for it every time. And then I remember it went on for like maybe 2 years, for ages. Yeah. And then I remember going to the session, and I think the night before I had like finally put my foot down and be like, I'm not going to talk to you anymore. Like, I'm not replying to you anymore. Like, I can't be dealing with this kind of stuff anymore. So yeah, I'd called it off for like the last time, and it was the last time, actually, I'll have you know. And then I was like, oh, I feel like so free. I've just like sacked off this guy that I've wanted to for ages, and like, yeah, it was basically just, I mean, I feel like I was such a savage writing this song. Like I really went in on him. But yeah, it's just basically like, it was such a positive song because I was like letting go of like a whole load of 2 years worth of like baggage from this stupid guy, you know. But yeah, it was just fun.
But he's regretting it now.
Yeah, I bet he's regretting it now. Must be awkward for him now. But I mean, thanks, because like I got a cool song out of it, so thank you for that.
Exactly. All's well in the end, isn't it?
Yeah, all's well for me. It's all worked out for me fine.
So obviously vanilla is a popular ice cream flavour. What's your favourite ice cream flavour?
My favourite is probably mint choc chip. I love mint choc chip.
That's strong.
Or like raspberry ripple, actually. Raspberry ripple.
Can't go wrong with like the tubs. The big tubs of raspberry ripple.
Lovely, that cart door stuff.
That's
amazing.
It. Perfect. Right, I said there was 2 games for you. First one's an easy win. Second one's a big one. It's a competitive one. Everyone literally goes nuts. So first one is called, I've literally called it the HH game because it's based on your initials, obviously, Holly Humberstone, HH. I've written down 3 famous people who have the initials HH. And I'm going to give you a line to describe them, and you've got to guess who they are.
Are they like obvious famous people? Like, will I know who they are?
I think so. I think I'm pretty certain you'll get hopefully one.
Okay. Can they be people, or are they like characters? Or are they like celebrities?
One's like a character, yeah, and the other 2 are like famous people.
Okay. Fire away, let's see.
Okay, so the first clue is, I'm a retired pro wrestler.
How am I supposed to know anything about wrestling? Do I look like I know anything about wrestling? Right.
It's a name.
I've got no idea. Can you give me any more clue?
His first name is the name of a Marvel character, like a film character.
Oh my gosh, I have no idea. Wait. I have zilcho clue. I've got no clue.
I wouldn't get it either. I just wanted to see if you would. It's Hulk Hogan.
Oh, I've got no idea. I would never have got that ever.
Okay, right. Let's see if you know this one. I am known for escape hacks. So he's like a, what's the word? He's like escapologist.
Oh my gosh!
If you've watched like Britain's Got Talent, and they always get these acts on, they always mention this person's name.
I really want to say Darren Brown, but it's not the guy. I don't even watch TV. Oh God. Okay, give me a second clue.
Okay, first name is Harry.
Harry. Okay, let's just shot in the dark. Last name. Harry.
Obviously because of H. So
yeah. Haywood.
Houdini.
Oh, close enough. Whatever.
Right. Okay. Well, you say you don't want to tell you, so I don't know if you get this last one. Okay. presented a show called TV Burp, and he's a comedian.
Wait,
His first name's also Harry.
Harry.
Got glasses.
My head is as empty as anything right now. Harry. Oh, I don't know. I really couldn't tell you.
So you can go up them and go down.
Harry.
Drive up one, and you got to go down it.
Hill.
Yes.
Yes. I don't know who the hell that is, but you got it.
Love it. Okay, right. That was the HH game.
Huge success.
It went well. It went well.
Yeah,
okay, so finally, this is object alphabet. I am going to give you a letter, and you have 30 seconds to find as many objects as you can, beginning with that letter in the room you're in.
Okay.
So, when I start the
So I have to get up and get them?
Yeah. Run around for 30 seconds, and we'll add them up at the end. So the letter, you've got 30 seconds to find as many objects to find. It begins with C. Go.
Okay.
Right. Really 5 seconds gone. It's good. 10 seconds gone. Love this. Just you can't see what's going. 15 seconds gone.
Oh God.
I can see one thing in the camera view. 10 seconds gone. 10 seconds left. Sorry. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done.
Well, I've done my best.
That's all that matters.
I've got a cloth.
Okay, got cloth. That's good.
Cloth.
Yep.
I've got a cup with my Diet Coke in.
Love it. Yeah, that counts.
I've got I'm looking for stuff now. Yeah, I've got a chair.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Chairs.
Yeah.
So how many
Just the one. Just the one for chair. Sorry.
Okay, whatever.
The only one I have.
And then I have. Oh, I swear I had more stuff. Yeah, I've got a cello here.
Okay, that's new. I've never seen a cello on this game before. That's good. Like that.
That's it.
Okay. 4 is strong.
Did I only get 4?
Yeah. So that's what was that? Cloth, cup, chair, and a cello.
To be fair, they're quite interesting items, I suppose.
Yeah, I have to say they're probably the most interesting items. I've never had a cello on this game before, so that's
I thought that would be a winner. I thought that would be a smash hit.
Love it. Yeah, that's good score. That's probably that's better than average, I have to say. You're up there.
Thank you. Is it better than average? Okay, that makes me feel a bit better about myself. Yeah.
Finally, what are your hopes for this year? Obviously, you want to get out on the road, hopefully play some gigs live in a venue in front of some people. Yes. Is that all like in the works?
Of course, yeah, that's all in the works. Like, I hopefully have some shows going ahead for June, but who knows, like with COVID, what's going to happen with those. But they'll definitely happen this year at some time, which will be really fun. And then I'm just like really enjoying writing at the moment, and it's just getting me pumped to like release more stuff. And yeah, that's going to be really fun. And then, I mean, I just want to see my friends and see some people and go to the pub, and then see some people at a gig and have a hug with some people, and just chat to some people in a public space would be like literally is all I ask for this year.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah.
Holly, it's been amazing chatting to you. Thank you so much for coming and chatting to me. Well done on the game again.
Thank you. I know I killed it. Thank you so much for having me. It's been so fun.
No worries at all, and look forward to hearing more from you very soon.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I can't wait till you hear more, and I hope you like it. Thank you.